Howdy! Can we hear me? We can hear me. Hello, Milo. Are there any competitions I should be in? Are there any competitions I am in? One second. I just got my new badge holder for work. Interesting. I'm not sure how this works, honestly. It looks like this piece comes off of here. Am I? Oh, nope, the top doesn't. Okay. See the news. Ooh! COVID is no good. Okay. But I'm doing good. I'm gonna be on... That's single player only. I don't have a handgun. Well, from platform we'll enter in that. Get in there. Oh, that was single player. Dang it. Okay. Oh, we can't compete in those today anyway. Oh, yeah. I'm 44. We'll leave it. I'm excited. I love this little new badge holder. Anyway. Sign up started. The Puma one we're in. Cool. I'll switch you guys over to the correct game capture. Timber Gold. I want to be there. "5 a.m. rock and roll." My neck hurts so much right now. Let's close this. And then switch you guys game capture. Why is this not recognizing? There it is. Okay, we're good. And I have the commands all set, so they're the same for what they were on Twitch. Oh, freaking headphone cord is caught in my mic stand. And if anybody wants to hunt where I'm at right now, this is just not the stand that I'll be hunting at. Equipment. Good. Good. I've literally done nothing but hunt here on timber. These the right things? Compound tracer. Only thing I have done. Hello, Brennan. Welcome in. That's where I'm going. Little deer nearby. Seven. I love my tree stands. I do play Call of the Wild. Get this loaded. Definitely some wolves nearby. You can hear them. So dark. Alright. Oh no, that's work. How many great ones do I have? So I have 310 fabled, but I did botch a great one, so I have one that scores gold. So I have 3 actual great one medals showing in my lodge. Which it would be more, but I botched the one. Hopefully we can get some bucks. Because I've had some pretty solid I've had pretty solid mule deer bucks at this stand and this stand. I've had a lot of good Rocky Mountain elk here. And I'd say all 3 of these are good for Rocky Mountain elk. You have 2 fallow deer and you got one today. Nice. I've only got the 1 fallow, but I have 2 whitetail and one of them is botched. This one is more so predators, because I see a lot of grizzly bear, a lot of pumas, some wolves, and then the occasional elk and maybe like 1 mule deer up here. This is for grizzly, wolves, mule deer, and elk. And this one's just up here for, you know, ibex and all that stuff. I hope it's not too long before those crows leave. I'd like to get some bucks while I'm in the stand. Which I'll probably be in the stand until the sun comes up. Of ibex are on this map. It's just listed as alpine ibex, but they have bighorn sheep as well up in the mountains. It was a long first day back at school with the kids today. Oh my goodness. I was ready to come home. Ready to be home. For sure today. Just those mule deer. One of them called from over that way. Oh wait, hello. There you go. There's 3 does. Only you, the heavyweight. Grizzly bear. Everything just woke up. That grizzly bear's over there. That's one. None of you are the track that I picked up. Grizzly. Over here somewhere. Excuse me. Started walking. Oh, wait. Okay. I don't like when they sniff. Makes me nervous. I don't know if I'm gonna get both of these. Oh, missed. And we're out of arrows from that pack. Here she goes. Cool. I don't see the grizzly bear. It's early and it's not very bright. Play some. Switch places. Making noise. We moved on quite a bit. Where's this bear? That direction. I think he's up for. No, that's farther. So he's closer than that. Where's this freaking bear? Alright, well. I think I'm gonna head this direction to this lake here. I think that's where I'm gonna go first. Maybe we'll go up to this lake and we'll just see what time it is. 5:16. Marker over on the one that fled. Oh, I'll pick it up. I know that she went back. I don't think I should see that pink highlight. Oh, that's what the crows were over. Gotcha. Like, that's a little far away for it to be. Guess I might as well pick it up. Not gonna hurt anything. Not the direction I intended to go, but, you know. It is. It's currently. Temperature outside 97. Real feel of 108. Current humidity is 52%. A blonde. Always a blonde lady elk. This way. I don't think I'll go up. I mean, you might. I'm not gonna go up in the alpine area at all for sure. That's 1595. So this could be a block. Like a small block. I do have forest camp. Good, I have to be mindful of that. Oh, and I missed it? There goes something. If it was one I just saw take off. This is where I got my first albino mule deer. A lady. Or crows. Ravens, whatever you want. Seemed like a very open area. I just expected there to be a shed. Yep, there's a fleeing track. That's the one thing that I don't like about hunting in the early morning is I can't see anything. Why can't I see a little pink highlight for this elk? Ridiculous. I should have been able to see that from further away. Anything? Nothing fun? Okay. I do kind of want... Oh, where was it exactly? I want to say up in here? Somewhere in this area, I think. And if it's not here, it's higher up the hill. But somewhere in this line, I want to put another tree stand for mule deer. Because I was running around one day and I decided, well, I'll just start somewhere. And, you know, hop around and see which ones are best for different things. And turns out... Oh, wrong button. I can fast travel between these three all for one camping supplies. And going from here to here, I have to run like 400 meters, I think, to save an extra camping supplies. So I fast traveled from here down. And I wanted to fast travel from here back so I could like cross over all this stuff. But I decided I wanted to go up to this one. It was just kind of a nightmare. Do not recommend. How did that recurve work out, GunHub? And I'm hoping that in the future I can get home and get my PC turned on a little bit faster. Today it was just a little bit behind because of the heat. We were moving the AC. A little different today, but I think we're ironed out after today. I shouldn't have any other things coming up. There's another freaking cow. That's all I'm gonna find this hunt is just dead cows. I'm so far away I don't even see the crows yet. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, there's the crows. They're flying in. Well, the deer was over here. Might as well go around the same direction. Oh, dropping my phone. Ooh, mule deer tracking leveled up to level 9. What that means. Oh no. Oh, my grizzly bear track. Good? Cooler? Getting there? Alright. Oh, come on, that was definitely a buck grunt. I heard a buck grunt. Don't tell me I didn't hear it. I heard it. Heard it that way. Watch Gunhub heard a buck grunt, like, right here. I swear I heard it. Should I go investigate it, or should I follow the tracks I'm on? You didn't get a call? I swear I heard a buck grunt in my right ear. I think I want to sit tight. Is it the meat? No, it's not. There's definitely footsteps. Hold on. Full pause. There's a doe. There's a doe behind her. There's definitely deer close by. I'm not gonna move. We're just gonna lay down. We're gonna wait. I can't see chat now. I just realized. What's up, Danny? Yeah, you are. You know. There you go. Where's she at? Let's go. Madame. I can hear you. You're close. Don't spook. Can you imagine if Classic could pick up, like, my voice? What a nightmare that would be. Hello, ma'am. Lay down, we're gonna call again. She is right behind you. Well, I think I'm tracking a buck. What I'm tracking, I'm pretty sure is a buck. And if it's not, it's a heavy doe. Not excited. It's open for bucks, not ladies. This one's still out in front of me, I can tell. Oh, that's a bear. Oh boy. Got it! There's the doe. We'll lay down and wait. How about that? It was gonna be very mad at me. Go this way a little bit. Yeah, don't sass me. I am not the one. I'm climbing on top of one. I am climbing on top of a deer. It's fine, don't worry. Nice. Did you pick it up? No, you just shot it. I'm Snoopy. You pick it up? No. Excuse me. Get over here, ma'am. I know you're right behind that tree. I can see your shoulder. Hey, I'm in voice chat. Go for it. See your shoulder. See you creeping. As soon as you mentioned it, I hop right in voice chat. I had a song stuck in my head. Let's be the money. Oh boy. Come closer. Don't notice me though. I'm behind a tree. You not see me. Hello, ma'am. I thought you were gonna like look at me or something. Come on. Well, pick this poor girl up. Oh, the tracks disappeared. It was just a heavy doe. Alright. Hello.
Let's see, can you hear me?
Holy shit. Yeah. You scared me.
To quote Bugs Bunny, what's up, Doc?
Oh my god. I can hear myself too. Delayed by about 5 seconds. Oh,
I got Tim.
15.
Like,
Wow. 24. $102.
I got Tim.
Good, but it's decent. Goes up here. Hi, ma'am. Hello. You didn't see anything. $55 to $75. That's a heavy dough. Don't mind me just clipping the tree. Come on. That's not the tree. That's kind of rude. I didn't hit the tree. I get my whole arm in there. Wow. I would like to have some gentlemen. A buck or two? Right there, she ain't far. Okay. Hello, ma'am. Walk this way. Closer. Stop. Get over here. Gotcha. Oh, I see another one. Why are there so many does? I hear more than one set of footsteps. That's one. Okay, I see the other one. The other one didn't notice. Perfect. Exactly what I want. Go. You're coming like right at me. Stay down. More up the hill. Just these, pick one up. Get down. Get the spot, get the weight. Increase my mule deer spotting skill at least. I won't be able to shoot around that tree. Okay, deer. 10 more arrows. Gone. Boom. Just like that. Ah! Again, see if I can get a buck grunt. Or hear footsteps of another doe. Hey, Haggy. Are they all just, like, congregated right here on this little roadside having a brunch meeting or something? Whoa. You kinda suck. Lay down. Any more friends? I'm gonna be kind of upset if this is somehow an all-female hunt. Like, I got that one bear. He did give me $100. Which means I'll be able to replace some of the arrows I'm using. Up right here, huh? I think I got one more up the hill, or I'm done. Any more hot pink that way? I don't hear anything else. There are tracks right there. I want to go pick them up. Oh, no Daredevils coming in. Sheesh. You can keep them. Huh, Rocky Mountain. And headed the way that I just turned. Cool! So quiet when I walk. Or not the road, this rock. Well, let's head down. Follow the road up, maybe I'll go sit in the stand. We'll see. Maybe we'll just follow it till I get another buck grunt. I swear I heard one though. So weird that nothing came up in my thing. Step around these overgrown trails. I'm so excited for the Halloween event. They're called from a doe. I think I want to sit here and call them in. I don't think they travel in mixed groups anyway. It's so freaking warm in here though. Got a jar of coconut oil next to me. It is completely liquid. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call them in. I'm gonna do it over here. Alright, you'll probably scare me still. But I am easily spooked. Let's see. Welcome back, Milo. How's COVID? Of course there's another elk laying down somewhere. don't know if there's anything I can see. Doesn't look like it. Oh, I stand corrected. Farting. Dog farts stink. Taking a 5-day break from college, maybe 4. Well, a break is a break and a break. It's always good. Oh. I can't hear you. I can see that you're in here. Let's try. Anything? Let me try mute and unmute you.
Let's see,
My
does
noise.
that one work?
Oh, I can hear you. Just barely. Give me a second. Keep talking.
I don't know. Do you want me to keep talking?
I can hear you now. And if I can hear you, stream can hear you, because it's just desktop capture.
Oh, does this mean I get to bully Gunhub now?
Oh my gosh. We start and stuff. Let's see if I... This all the way up. This is all the way up. Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna try just to slightly see if my mic can get boosted just enough.
Because I have you set at 200%, so I can't get you any louder on my end.
Well, I turned myself down big time because first time I came in, I thought I just about deafened you.
No, you scared me more than anything. You the last doe left on
Alright,
this map?
that better? A little louder?
Yeah, that's better. Much better.
Alright, there we go.
Did I just take her with the 300?
I mean,
I'm gonna do
this
it.
is also really funny for me because talking to you and then there's just a slight delay on the stream, so it's like, well, yes.
Dead. Oh, I'm low on bullets. I have 30 backup bullets. We're good.
Yeah, that's enough to kill plenty of deer.
Right. Plenty of everything on this map, because I think I can use the 300 on everything, except for, like, the ptarmigan.
I mean, you can, just Doc's gonna yell at you again.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he would only yell at me, I think, for the ptarmigan.
Yeah.
Because you can use it on everything else, because this, like, the smallest thing you can ethically, according to Doc, use it on is the coyote.
Yeah, but do we trust Doc? I mean, do we?
It's got way brighter on here.
I had a hell of a day with freshman move-ins.
I had a hell of a day with work at the school.
Oh yeah, so how's that going for you nowadays?
Ooh, so it was our first day back with the kids. It was like 118, I think, with heat index at the peak of the day.
Yeesh.
But my school has AC everywhere.
Good.
First stage of COVID, first day being in the body. Ugh. But yeah, the whole building has AC, which a lot of the schools around us don't have AC. But I'll tell you some things that I can tell you about it because, you know, laws. Our buses are not like our school's buses. They're the district
Gotcha.
buses. And because our school hours are so much later than the other schools... Ooh, that's a big mule deer. We'll follow that. So the other schools will let out at like 3, 3:30, something like that. Our school lets out at 4. But a lot of the other schools start at 8 and we don't start till 9.
See, the school that I went to and the school my mother works at, because she works at my old middle school. So we started at 7:30 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And we got out at 2:14 exactly. I don't know why 14, why they didn't just make it 15.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird time.
So it was just, that thing of, oh God, it's way too early to be up.
Yeah, we're a 9 to 4 school,
Gotcha.
but we are only kindergarten through 8th grade.
Hmm.
So we
Those
don't
are the
have, like,
fun
high
years.
schoolers. Right? When all the kids are just learning about body odor and showering every day.
I tell
Yeah.
you what, I have some residents, or at least I had some last year that I guess they never got taught that.
Oh my god.
I had this one kid. He's back in the dorm this year. So like his door would open and you would just hear everyone on the floor gag at once.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was not fun.
I
But
work
I
one-on-one with a student, and I'm in the special needs, special education combination classroom. My student has, you know, needs that they have for learning assistance and like health medical assistance stuff as well.
gotcha.
It's a lot. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. It's a lot.
Hmm.
But I'm really glad that I have the experience that I've had in life where a lot of it just doesn't bother me.
Oh yeah. That's the thing with my mom is so my mom does not necessarily work with special ed kids. She's not supposed to. She's not like certified to do so. But her best friend at the school is a special ed teacher. So she ends up just getting called in to help a lot. And lucky for her, and unlucky for her, my older brother is on the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
He's high functioning, but she knows, how to treat someone who has,
Hey, modern.
something like that. So it's just kind of like everyone else kind of goes nuts, and my mom's just like, "Oh, this is nothing." So
Hell yeah, Milo. And at least maybe classic will make you feel better with COVID.
yeah,
I feel like when
did
I
you ever
say
get COVID,
COVID,
Bree?
I never did. But I feel like when I say
Well,
COVID, I have a Minnesota accent.
it's like it's that border kind of area. Iowa,
COVID.
Minnesota. It's the border.
Yeah.
I
It
had
gets
COVID
real bad when I
once.
go up north and see family.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
I can imagine that. It's really funny because living right out here in New York State right now, I have an aunt who lives in North Dakota,
Mm-hmm.
and she grew up with my mom in that Iowa Minnesota region. So it's really funny. She comes out once in a while, and it's really funny to see my mom slowly but steadily devolve into a Minnesota accent.
Mm-hmm.
And then when my aunt leaves, my mom just is like, "Why am I saying it like that?" Well,
Yes, see.
you see, by the laws of insert answer here.
Because, like, when I
Uh,
tell people, oh, yeah, I have family up in Minnesota, they're like, oh, Twin Cities? And I'm like, no.
no.
No, that's far south for them. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, so they live in Duluth. And I'm like, nah, further north. And
Yep.
they're like, oh my god, are they Canadian? Basically. Basically.
They're registered as moose.
Yeah. If you could straight line drive to Duluth or Canada, Canada's closer. Like,
Yeah.
that's just what it is. That's how far up they are.
Oh my.
And I'll spend like 10
we,
days with them. And then I come home. Oh, yeah. 100%.
I need to hear a stream like the day after you get back.
Oh. See, and I'm so worried about what I'm gonna do over this next like month and a half. So my wedding is in 7 weeks. Okay, nothing important, thank goodness. I don't want to pick up this track. I want to find more tracks from this buck. There's one, I think. Yeah, it looks like it.
Am I still supposed to fly out to take photos for your wedding?
We found a photographer,
Ah, damn it.
right? But so I was looking around at like Google photographers and just like emailing a few of them and just kind of seeing what I could get back for responses. And I was like, hey, I know this is close and most people are getting their photographers like a year out. I understand. Do you have an opening? Just get back to me if you can, type of stuff. And one of them
Mhm.
got back to me and he was like, "Oh, I actually had that weekend open. I had another couple booked, but they broke up." And I went, "Oh shit." So we
That's
got
kind
our
of
photographer because somebody else broke up. Yeah. Okay, so he was fleeing from me. Don't you sass me.
yeah. This is also kind of weird because like to be able to actually talk to people in chat instead of just typing.
Yeah. 521. Oh my god. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I
Too
think
many keys.
my high school graduating class was 107.
I got you beat. My graduating class was 56. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You knew everybody and
I
their
think
mama. First name and last name.
yeesh. Well, it's really funny because had I stayed in Colorado, had my family stayed in Colorado, my class size going to the high school I would have gone to right down the road would have been 500. So I'm kind of happy I at least got the small town experience in high school.
If I had driven 20 minutes to a different high school, I could have had a class of a minimum of 300.
I don't understand how kids function in that big of a school district.
I
I
know.
really don't.
Because some of them, the
I mean,
graduations, like, they have to rent out spaces to host their graduations. And, like, there's people who
oh
are
yeah,
going across that stage that they're like, I didn't even know they were in my class. I'm like, how do you not? Like, I knew
yeah.
everybody first name, last name that was, like, 4 years ahead of me.
Hmm.
And if you were in, like, my sister's grade or my brother's grade, yeah, I probably knew you. I probably knew your parents, too. And, like, any other siblings you had.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had a similar kind of thing because my brother didn't go to the same high school as me until I think his last semester because he did something really stupid and got kicked out of his other school. Um, yeah, so I turned into, oh yeah, I know Danny too. Oh, you mean the kid whose brother got kicked out of his other school for being a real dumbass? But anyway, but my cousins that live in the same town as I do, they were a year or two above me. So it's just kind of like, hi, I'd like to introduce you to my weird cousin from
Hello
Colorado.
there. Ma'am.
So
That's a 60 to 80 female, but I'm on like a 85 to 105 track for a buck.
it has been so long since I've actually sat down and played Classic.
So nice. Well,
Wow.
be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Don't tell me you're the track that I've been on. Just one
Oh, that'd be
chunky
great, wouldn't
dough.
it?
I think it is, that's the worst.
Wah, wah, wah.
43. Keep your face behind that tree. On the hip. Thank you. See if
Textbook
this is
shot.
the
It
track.
just now came on my screen.
That's not the track I want. Nope, don't lay down. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of upset that I'm using the snake bite. Ooh.
I always, when I played back in the day, I preferred the Pulsar to most of the other ones.
That's what my preference is, and I really wanted to get the pulsar to 1,000 kills before I got the snake bite there, but I'm on my way to the snake bite beating it. Cause
I don't know.
I got the check in on the, oh no. Oh no, what was it? I will find you. Oh, it's a mushroom.
Yeah, it's been so long since I played Classic, because what happened was I had a laptop that could run Classic, I mean, max settings and everything, and then my mom's old laptop crapped out, and she was like, well, can I take your laptop and I'll buy you a brand new one? I said, shit, yeah. Oh, excuse me, watch my French.
Ah.
But I went, yeah, why not? And then she gets me this new one, and I love it. Like, it's a beautiful laptop. It does its job, but it only runs classic on like medium settings instead of ultra like my other one.
I gotta
I'm
run
kinda
it
like-
on low on my laptop.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, now I'm less, it doesn't look as good. So I'm just kind of going, Way of the Hunter.
Yeah, the hunter.
I'm so mad.
just...
I have not gotten a single 5-star off Tickamoon yet.
Yeah, me neither have I. What was I checking? Harvests with the weapons. Statistics or skills?
Yeah,
Fine,
statistics. You're checking Pulsar versus Snakebite.
No, I needed weapons. Achievements. Weapons. There we go. I mean, while I auto-walk and scroll for a mile to the bows. Alright, Pulsar. I am at 258 out of the last 500 to get to 1,000. Snakebite.
So 758.
Snakebite, I'm at 149 out of 250 to get to 500. I'm catching up, but I'm not there yet.
No, you still got over 500 kills.
Uh-huh. Scroll back to the top. But yeah, that stand that you're in, Gun Hub, that's my usual No Man's Land stand, and if it's not that one, it's this one. Like this tent stand combo. Because these are my two that are set up where the tent is far enough away from the stand that if you spawn at the tent, it's, you're able to walk that distance and you're no longer within the 150 meters of nothing spawning. Because I used to care about that.
Timbergold is one of the best maps in my opinion.
It's not my favorite,
I'm
but it's
biased.
like number 2 or 3.
I'm biased just because, it pretty well emulates
It's
Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah, and that's like when Silver Ridge Peaks came out for Call of the Wild. I was so pumped up, and then I played it a couple of times. I'm like, this is just blah. This is meh.
Instead of
is
it being
like, and then
like
I get-
general Colorado, it's like specifically Breckenridge.
Yeah, basically.
And you're like, tourists. Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Because that's my thought when I play SRP. I'm like, this is like the touristy area.
Yeah. Because, I grew up near Denver, but all the hunting stuff was up,
Out west.
150 miles from the closest town,
Oh.
You break your leg, you might as well just eat it. But that's why I prefer Nez Perce or Nez Perce. Even
I
though it's
love
more of,
Nez Perce.
even though it's more of Montana and Idaho, it's just like this is so much closer to what I grew up with. But
I'd like to
So when
see
you-
a game do a good, like, Midwest whitetail map.
mhm.
Mississippi is the closest I've seen so far, which is really weird to say. Because that's like the only one with, like, a straight-up state name in it.
Yeah. Well, Mississippi, I think when it came out, there was a lot of hype around gators, especially. But then when it came out, everyone was like, well, why even bother? Because if we mess up the first shot, it's just going to go and drown.
Or if you make a good
Yeah.
shot and it still takes too long to die. It's
Yeah.
gone.
Because I remember watching Flinter's videos where, you would have to first double lung it with the cap lock, and then you'd have to try and hit it on the run with either the 303, the M1, or I think people were using the 7mm at the time. And it was just kind of like, that's way too much hassle.
Here. It's like a bunch of frickin' does. Don't you... That's a close by bear. I want to get in the stand. And again, this is the predator stand.
Predator. That sounds weird.
I finished my Mountain Dew. Dang it.
I have never had Mountain Dew.
I am a chronic drinker. It's not good.
Well, see,
I
that's
did
the
try
thing,
the
like,
zero sugar stuff that Flinter recommended. It's not bad.
mhm,
Not my first choice though.
it's not the same.
They're going aggressive. Look at Gunhub just picking up all this stuff.
Gun Hub's littering.
He's cleaning up after himself. Better than me on this map. Oh, there goes the bear.
I hope Gun Hub realizes at this point he's poaching.
I mean, what?
I don't think there's a single.
Why are
I
you
don't think there's
running?
a single tag in the United States that stops him or would allow him to take that many animals.
That's a buck. 20 to 120.
Big man.
Oh shit. Don't turn. You're a turd. It's stuck. But don't tell Doc. I won't say a word.
I don't know. That might be a incident report from me.
I don't fill out paperwork like that. We're gonna try and get or not. All the freaking does. You know what? We'll spray and we'll wait for him. Tiny buck took off. There's another doe. 2. Did I literally load into like 98% female spawn? I thought multiplayer was supposed to be better.
Meanwhile, Gun Hub is on like the one buck
I see
that's on
3,
this map.
4 males. He's harvested 4 males out of everything he's picked up.
I mean, the only logical answer is Gun Hub's hacking.
Gun Hub. How dare you? They all had CWD. Shoot them. They got them brainworms, man. We don't want those genetics in there. I see you.
I'm surprised that so far with like Where the Hunter, they haven't like done a CWD mission.
Right.
Because like, have you
Is it an
played through?
issue out west?
So it is. Now, note I haven't been out west hunting in a long time, but it was a big issue in, I believe it was Colorado and might have been Wyoming for a while with mule deer herds. Out east, there hasn't really been a lot of signs of it, but I think last year Montana had a big epidemic of it in some regions.
Started in Colorado.
Yeah.
Ah! So it's
Yeah,
your
Gun
fault,
Hub, it
Danny.
started in Colorado. Listen, I'm a zoology major. What can I say?
I mean... Got it. So somebody somewhere messed up once. I do have to kind of keep an eye on time because I'm recording with Haggy tonight, which maybe he messaged. Can't stay. Hold on. No. Well, somebody gave me a story notification. Annoying.
How do I politely tell my boss that I am not working for the rest of the night and to please leave me alone?
Did you open the email?
No, it's a messaging app called GroupMe.
Oh.
They can't see when I open it, but she just texted me like, "Hey, are you available to start an hour earlier tomorrow for move-ins?" And I'm like,
Don't
"Am I
even
gonna get
reply.
something for this?" Yeah.
I wouldn't even reply first of all, and then tomorrow, once your actual normal working hours start, reply with, "I'm sorry I didn't see this. I don't respond to business stuff after hours."
Yeah.
As a way to respect myself and my personal time.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, it's always funny because today we only did the move-ins for the first year students. First years and transfers.
Oh, come on.
And the first year students, their mothers always ask the dumbest questions I've ever heard.
I gotta hear it. What are some of the stupidest questions you've ever heard?
just from today, I was asked if they were allowed to. What was it? The woman had a real. Oh, if they're allowed to have uh, open flame cookers. I don't know why when we have stoves. What was the other one? Oh, I was asked if it was an RA per building. It is not, because any one RA per building for my building would mean one person would deal with 250 children.
So
And the
many.
best, what was the best one I heard today? Oh, if we would write people up if they brought a keg in. And this was a mother who asked this.
Huh. I'd be like, well, ma'am, is
Some
alcohol
kind of like,
against the policy? Is your child underage?
they're all first year, like, freshmen. So yes, they're all
Yeah.
underage. I'm like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, that's not allowed. And also, I'm going to be keeping an eye on your child.
And you for bringing weird stuff in. Oh, yeah.
I tell you, the one trick of this job that I love is just the. I don't like writing people up, but I love like that look that they give me of, yeah, I am that stupid.
Hmm. So,
I had
stupidest
one.
questions I've ever been asked were when I worked at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh yeah, McDonald's has some good ones too.
Oh. Does the iced coffee come with coffee?
That's a good one.
What? Does the iced coffee come with coffee? And I just kind of stared at her for a second. That's what it's made with? Because I think that was what she wanted to hear. I don't know. But I was working in a town whose nickname of the town included a hard drug. Because YouTube, so that's as far as we're gonna go with that.
I got asked once if the chicken nuggets were vegan at McDonald's, and that one made me pause and wonder about the fate of humanity.
Love those.
Oh, I have a fun thing for you. My brother is now working at Dunkin' Donuts.
Ugh. I
Do you
feel
want to hear the
like
full story?
yes, of course. I feel like Duncan is just constantly trying to. How do I say this? The company is constantly trying to somehow both keep up with Starbucks and also make a name for itself as something different, and they're not doing well. They're
Yeah.
not doing well.
So the story of why my brother is working at Dunkin' Donuts. So my brother, until probably late May, worked at basically a fracking company down in Pennsylvania. So he was driving from like the New York Pennsylvania border to Pennsylvania basically every couple of days. So he would drive from his apartment to the work site. Well, then he decided that he didn't want to do that drive anymore, so he basically strong-armed my mother into letting him move back in at her house. Which, God love that. So the guy ends up wrecking his car, hitting a white-tailed doe.
There it is. Love that.
Yep. Come on. And now, because he couldn't make it to work because he didn't have a vehicle anymore, he is now working at Dunkin' Donuts for like 10 hours a week.
Hey,
trying
there's
to
my
make money.
deer. Found her. And like a puddle, I guess. But
But it is funny though, because like once in a while he'll try and bring home stuff like that they throw it at the end of the week.
yeah.
So like his second week working there, he came back with like 3 or 4 full loaves of the sourdough bread.
Are you playing Classic?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Why do I hear a fox call?
No, I have the only thing going like at all in my room is my one fan.
I don't know, I'm confused. Maybe it's like the ambient noises are being weird. It's a puma.
Oh,
Really?
that makes sense. Yeah, you are in kind of Puma territory.
I knew I was in puma territory, but I didn't think that it would sound like a fox. Huh. Getting close up there.
Uh,
That's how
was
you can
Puma
tell
the
that I
last-
haven't spent too much time in this game.
yeah. Was Puma the last thing they added to Classic, or was there another species? I can't remember.
So I think the last thing we got was the wood grouse, but before that it was fallow deer.
Gotcha.
And then
wasn't
before
Axis
that,
deer
it was
before that?
like Axis, Lynx,
Yeah.
Puma, something like that. But I know the last two were fallow deer and the wood grouse. Because
The
the
wood
fallow
grouse, yeah.
deer got added, like, right when I was starting to kind of get interested in playing Classic.
Mm-hmm.
And then the wood grouse got introduced right before I started playing Classic. So I thought about
Gotcha.
playing it for a long time, and then I switched to PC finally so I could.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sooner or later when I get an actual like paying job and all that, I hope to get
Freaking
a
board over
decent
here.
PC. Just because my old Xbox is not cutting it.
I'm gonna run back 100 meters and then travel. Literally run. Don't feel like spending a third. Camping supplies. Get fast travel over there. I don't. Right now it's 3. I don't care that running might spook animals. I'm well aware. I'm not gonna be over here in about 30 seconds.
We're just gonna spook all the big animals towards Gun Hub.
Yeah. Let's keep running. There's something's tracks. Oh, no. I'll pick up the third ones. Get the points, experience, or whatever. You need something? Probably just gonna get there slowly. Well, I mean, at least it's on the front of the house where we've got the shade from the trees. Granted, it is summer and the sun does come in from the north a little bit. But it's not as bad as it could be. There's wood grouse, fallow deer, axis. Okay. Still. Running. Aha! 2 camping supplies. Perfect.
News alert just came on my phone. Apparently there was a kid in New York attacked by a black bear.
Lovely. Oh, these wolves are like right here.
Am I the one who thinks that the classic wolves look kind of derpy?
I think they look like bobbleheads.
It's just like, I know it's probably an older model, so it's just kind of like one of those things that's never going to get fixed, but it's just kind of like, they don't look right.
Yeah.
Kind of like when,
Hey, my new video posted. When did that happen? An hour and 10 minutes ago.
perfect.
Probably like right after I went live, huh? There's a wolf. Spot you, please. There's a female. There's light colored one too. Oh, there's. Wait. Oh, there's a red brown color. Is that rare? I think that's rare. I've never seen that before.
I thought the red brown was uncommon, but I could be wrong. I haven't
I
played
mean,
in a
I've
while.
never seen it.
Yeah, then maybe it is rare. Gun Hub is probably going to tell us in a minute.
Probably. Gunhub knows better than all of us. Got it! Don't worry, guys. Got it. Just the big boomstick. Had to do it. We're gonna run, because I've shot, so I've definitely spooked everything. No worries. And they really were close by when I fast traveled in. I probably wouldn't have even been able to crawl over here to get one of them. I wonder if it maybe is just like about as uncommon as like a albino doe or something.
Could be. I'm sure somebody in like a
Somewhere
couple of
would know.
years is, yeah, someone's going, actually.
Rarity common. How did I get heart from behind? And skull.
You know, you're just that good.
Just shot like this angle or something. I'm gonna
You
screenshot that.
Texas heart shotted it.
I did.
And then the bullet deflected off the heart into the skull.
I guess.
We'll go with that.
Sure.
Classic CFI.
Logic. Sense make.
Yeah.
That's the line.
It's kind of like, you know, how once in a while, like in Call of the Wild, you'll shoot at an animal, and then the bullet just goes somewhere where you don't expect it.
Oh my gosh, my freaking how to grind video that I did. Albino leucistic amella. Okay.
Thank you, Gun Hub.
I had like a perfect shot lined up on a mule deer. He was like 120 away. That was it. My zeroing, I think, was perfect. And I fired, and I don't know where the bullet went. I don't know if it went through him and hit the dirt and just ghost bullet, or if it hit like a branch. And it's in the video. It's in there.
I remember one time I was hunting SRP, and I had the air gun. And
Never
I shot
tried
at a bighorn female, and the bullet path that on the harvest screen showed it hitting it in the front right leg, but it registered as a brain hit.
Huh.
And that was
Kind of
the
like
day
the
that I
ones where if you
realized-
shoot the bison like in the center of the skull, like just right, it'll say it's a brain hit, but it doesn't hit the skull, so you get the
Like in
full.
skull. I tell you what though, I do like for like Way of the Hunter. I don't think with Call of the Wild it should be as bad, but with the like shooting in the head usually ruins the trophy. I don't mind that for certain animals, because like I don't think many people would shoot like a massive mule deer buck in the head.
See,
'Cause, yeah,
that's
you
the thing.
kinda keep
So
the animals.
Cole showed me there's like a whole account, like I don't know if it's YouTube or if it's just like a club. Let's go with that word. Who their whole hunting thing is headshots only, because if you do a headshot, not only does it, you know, effectively dispatch the animal quickly, it loses the least amount of meat that you could possibly use.
This is true.
And I'm like,
But
you
I
know,
feel
that's
like
a
what
valid
happens-
point.
It is a valid point, but I think it takes someone with a lot of skill and confidence behind their belt for them to do that, because it takes is one impressionable young hunter to think, oh, I can do that, and then you got a whitetail deer with a 30-06 round right next to its spinal cord that's never going to come out.
We've got taxidermy at one of my old jobs up on the wall, and one of them, there's a whitetail who has a broadhead broken off in his face.
Ouch.
Yeah, I think there's, I feel like the grass just looks weird.
I remember watching a TV show, like, God, I don't even know when, probably 10, 15 years ago, of a hunting show at my dad's when this guy was hunting red deer in New Zealand with a crossbow, and he shot the crossbow, and the bolt went in and implanted in a stag's antler. So later he ended up shooting the same animal again, because he's like, well, I can tell it's the same animal. It's got a glowing notch on the end of its antler. But I was just sitting there like, that's why, you don't take a rush shot. You relax. You try and, predict what the animal's going to do. Because, like, that's my biggest fear with getting now into archery hunting is, that deer's going to duck. I'm going to nail it in the spine, and I'm going to feel bad for the rest of my life.
And that's one of the things that kind of bugs me about Iowa's laws. So for Iowa's laws, during archery season, you cannot carry a handgun, whether it's like your normal concealed carry, and you can't carry a handgun for the purpose of dispatching the animal. And I
Mm.
disagree with that, but at the same time, I understand where they're coming from with, well,
Right.
they could make the
There's some
case of, no, you intended to just hunt with the handgun and you're carrying the bow for show.
right.
I understand that, but at the same time, so during shotgun season, we carry with us a 45 that is within all regulations for us to carry during shotgun season, and
Mhm.
we ended up using it last year because we got a doe. Um, it's funny looking back. Uh,
Mhm.
we she came out. It was like 5 minutes left in shooting light. You could tell that she was kind of young, kind of dumb. We didn't really want the genetics in the herd, so we're like, you know what, let's take the shot. She's on the move, so we're not super like, we're gonna hit her. We're like, you know what, we'll take a shot, and if she either learns her lesson and gets smarter, great. And if not, we'll get her. So we weren't
Mhm.
super concerned with it. We were leading the shots appropriately. You know, we have a sight on his slug gun, and I just had a bead because mine is meant for waterfowl. I was aiming high, and he hit her, tumbled her immediately. So we thought, oh wow, we just like, you know, took right through the lungs, took right through the heart, something like she tumbled immediately. So we're like, oh good. So we, you know, walked up, and he's like, I think we just folded her, and I'm like, nope, she's, look at her ears, look at her eyes, she's still reacting, she's not down. So, you know, he pulled out the 45, we dispatched her, and I'm glad that we had it
Mhm.
then, but it scares me for archery hunting on my own in the event that I would do that to a deer, and I'd have to put a second arrow in them. And like the time it would
Yeah.
take me to do that versus just, you know, pulling out the 45 and dispatching right there.
Mhm. Well, see that was my because
Oh, we ended up
when
spining
I
her. I should say that too. It was a spine shot.
oh, so she would have gone anyway. It's just you helped her along.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's the one thing. Because when I got into archery, basically last year for archery hunting, because I had my parents had given me an old recurve and stuff just to practice with, you know, play around with. When I told my mom I was getting into archery for hunting, you know, she was like, okay, and I had to explain to her
Oh,
why if I
Gunhuff
thought
got
I
messed
only
up by
need
a grizzly.
whoops, I had to explain to her why, even if I thought, you know, even if I hoped that I only needed to use one arrow, why I was getting a quiver that could hold four.
Yep.
You know, because it's like, well, on the off chance that, you know, that deer ducks, I end up hitting it in the spine and I need to dispatch it, then I'd rather not have to climb down from the tree stand, go to my, you know, case, wherever it is, grab an arrow, put a broadhead, you know, just have it right there ready so I can walk down, apologize to the deer, and end it.
Yep.
I don't think in New York State you can carry, I think it might be the same thing as Iowa. I don't think you can carry a handgun during bow. I know you can during general firearm. Um, the other thing that I have a problem with New York State is that I think it's Washington State. You can use anything above 22 long rifle. So you can use 22 Hornet, 22 250, anything like that. In New York State, you can't use anything 22. No Hornet, no 250, and it pisses me the
For
hay off.
deer or for just
For,
hunting?
for deer, because in Washington, I have an uncle who lives in Washington, um, and he uses with his younger child, he uses a 22 Hornet because according to him, with a whitetail, that just rips right through it. But in New York State, you can't. You have to use anything above a 22. But they also have this thing where, so when I first looked into rifles, I thought, well, then I'm just going to get something like a pistol caliber, you know, something like a 357. Well, they have regulations on that too. So it's just like, okay, you want me to use this gun? I'll fine. I'll get it. But
I don't know what I spooked up here, but it looked white.
those are the back end of an elk.
I would hope so, but I gotta find tracks.
Or it could be a blonde grizzly. I've been fooled by many of those.
See, the sound of it, I don't think it was a grizzly. I think the sound of it taking off was definitely deer or elk. I'm getting
I do
hungry.
love classic elk model. Classic Elk model is pretty good. Way of the Hunters is amazing. Call of the Wilds, Rocky Mountain Elk, no. Their necks aren't big enough. Their antlers are too big, in my opinion, and they look like they're just starving.
All the Wilds Rocky Mountain elk need bigger bodies.
Yeah, bigger bodies, smaller antlers.
So do you guys want to hear some of the stuff I have lined up for content?
Always.
Of course you do. It's nearby.
It's always a sneak peek.
So, September, all month long, is going to be modeling IRL hunts in the different games.
Ooh.
October, we're doing some, like, spooky
just-
night hunting stuff. We're gonna have some IRL stuff.
Classic event?
Yeah, the classic event for sure. But it'll be like spooky night hunting out in like Way of the Hunter and in Call of the Wild, like that kind of stuff as well.
Ooh.
And hopefully sometime in October we will be getting to 1,000 hours in Call of the Wild, so we'll do a Trophy Lodge tour of 1,000 hours. And I will be at 500 hours for Classic, so we'll do a 500-hour Classic Lodge tour. Way of the Hunter probably won't happen because I just hit 100 hours in that game, like, yesterday.
Way of the Hunter is very similar to Classic in the sense of if you love it, you're gonna put in a lot of time, but if you don't like it, you're never gonna really touch it.
And I wouldn't even say that I love the game. I enjoy playing it, but I haven't found a way to say this and not make it sound mean towards the developers of the game. I don't understand where the thought process is for the longevity of a player playing the game. Because once you've collected all the 5 stars and rares, like, if there's
what is
not
there
new
to do?
content coming out soon enough, what is there for you to do?
No, that's a perfectly valid point for any hunting game.
I Call of the Wild,
Yeah, and-
I totally get, like, there's definitely not so much longevity there, but there's also, that game has been out for long enough and established long enough, like, people know that there's a bunch of animals to get, and they're adding great ones and all that other stuff, and...
And the thing with Classic is, I think Classic has just developed enough of a dedicated community that it's never gonna truly really die off.
Yeah, and I specifically love Classic's style.
You mean with the randomly generated every map
Yep.
spawns?
There's a buck. I spooked something off to my left, but there's a buck
There's a buck.
somewhere.
I mean,
Oh,
there are
I see
things like
movement.
I think so far the problem with Way of the Hunter, especially, is that you're right. Compared to like Call of the Wild, there's so few species overall. Even though, in my opinion, like the map design and even the animal like models blow Call of the Wild out of the water, in my opinion. Like, if you look at some of the photos I took in Tanzania of Cape Buffalo, like compare the real life photos compared to Call of the Wild or Way of the Hunter. Way of the Hunter is much closer to real life.
Yeah.
The
That's
only
another
thing that I
platform there
haven't seen
somewhere.
yet for like Chickamoon that I want to is I want to night hunt hyenas because when we were in Serengeti National Park, we had hyenas come within, I think it was 50 feet of our campsite and our tents.
Woo!
I mean, funny enough, that sounds like one of the sounds they make. But so the only way you could tell that they were there other than the sound was if you flashed your flashlight in the grass, you could see the eye shine back, which was cool but scary as heck.
Oh, yeah.
We had that answer that one night. Second to last night in Serengeti, a lion got within, I think it was, we figured out 200 feet of our campsite.
See, and I
he
tried the
was-
Ranch Fairy Gun Hub, and I don't like his style.
I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this man's.
Oh, maybe
Let me do a quick YouTuber. I actually I probably almost basically giving my name away on another site or whatever. I basically put onto Reddit. I was like, so I have confidence with the my gun and everything, but I'm just worried about that that split second the doe ducks its spines.
They hear
I
the
actually got like
string before they get the arrow.
yeah, and I actually was like really happy to like get all these like really nice replies back from a Reddit, and I was like, nice. Because meanwhile, I go on Discord and I put something in, and then usually someone ends up tearing me apart.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, it's acid. Just gonna say
Oh my gosh!
or Pizza and I get into a fake argument.
We got a buck
But-
today, finally. Bigger than the last one we saw by a lot.
Wait, wasn't the last buck like 20 to 120?
Yeah, 20 to 120, who probably scored about 30.
Beats it by about, Don't ask me to do math, please don't.
So much. Beats it by about 120 points.
See, that's the answer I should have said. There's a reason why I waited to do most of my math stuff until my senior year.
I just heard. Like, that's out of the map. Well, I guess I got a little map this way.
But thank you, Gun Hub, for the suggestion. I have been just looking into that kind of stuff of
Where are you at, Gunpowder?
ways to overcome that kind of stuff. I tell you what, though, I got my bow completely restrung the day before I came up to college, and I took one shot with that thing, or a couple of shots with it, and
Huge
I don't know
difference.
how to explain it, but it felt tighter.
Okay, yeah, I get what you mean. So,
Like the strings had less of less give to them.
I don't know what it is specifically about Rance Fairy. It could literally just be the style of his content, and it could just be the way that he kind of teaches people about stuff. Because I'm not a hands-on learner, and I'm not a good learner of listening. I learn by watching people, and he's not everybody's taste. That's for dang sure. But Chris B, like the bug B, Chris B, he's in Iowa. I really like his content and the way that he explains stuff. Oh, Fletcher Slime. It's classic night! You know where we're going.
We're going to go bully Flantro.
We're gonna go bully Flantro. He's on Twitch though, so I can't rate him from YouTube. I'm gonna pull him up,
So, Bree, do you want to hear something really funny?
of course.
So, you know how Flantro always asks how many channel points I have?
Oh, I just hit my 13th month sub anniversary on his channel too.
You want to know how I get the? Want to know how I do that?
What?
There's a option for the mods to refund points.
Oh yeah, I know.
And
I
so
do
that's
it
just what I've been
in
doing.
somebody else's stream to myself.
I've just been doing that for the past, I don't know how long I've been a mod.
Nice.
So that's why, like, once a stream, I do like a T-Rex or something. And he
Alright.
always asks, "How do you have points?"
Everybody in chat here, I appreciate you all. We're gonna go bully Flinter.
Nice
Have a
talking
wonderful
to you,
rest of
Bree.
your day. Danny, you can hang out in voice chat.
Oh boy, I'll still bully Flinter.
Yes. I gotta